line feud. They do first me, related me, Ugo Chuku, Mwokolo, oh dear Lord, pardon my plies, ladies and gentlemen. And music portable promises to change and avoid trouble. Can portable avoid trouble? Is that possible? You would find out, ladies and gentlemen, when we dive into the juicy juice and break the whole story down for you. And do not forget, baby, we are open for advertisements, bookings, and commercial. You can connect with us on all our ETN socials, Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1, and on X, Atlantic TV Net. And you can also watch us live, yes, on our website, www.atlanticnetwork.tv, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, we have an interesting guest in the studio, but you all know how we run it right here at ATN Genz. Before we do the talk, we go for a short commercial break to pay some bills. Stay there and don't go nowhere. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. And yes, I told you we bring experts of the industry into the studio. And today is one of those days where we have a very amazing gentleman. He's been doing well in the city of Port Harcourt. I'm talking about none other than Ambassador Barioma Aquina, aka MC Rafino the Rafanta, baby. He's a public affair analyst, the CEO of Rafino Event Global and MC Rafino TV. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for MC Rafino the Rafanta. Hi, sir. See, I just made them see that Rafino blush, ladies and gentlemen. He just stared at me there. Oh, hey.
Yeah, man, you make me shy.
Oh my God, oh my God. That's my job. That's my job. At least I'll make you feel good.
Yeah, thank you.
How do you feel being on my show today?
I'm very much happy and excited, motivated, articulated, and directed to be here.
Interesting. That is the MC for you. He's coming to give you bars and dropping lines, ladies and gentlemen. And now let's head down to our major stories and have MC Rafino dissect and have me here do some work and have you there. Enjoy yourself, ladies and gentlemen. So let's head down to our major stories for today. Media personality and talk show host Chinedu Ani, popularly known as Nedu Wazobia, has addressed recent controversies surrounding his role on the Honest Bunch podcast. Speaking at a news conference on Thursday in Lagos, Nedu clarified that he was not chased out, but he stepped down. Yes, he stepped down due to mounting pressures and controversies. Nedu emphasized that everyone had the right to express their opinions and react to issues however they want. He stressed that it ultimately boiled down to what the public wanted to believe. Rather than engaging in petty fights, I have decided to clear the air by stepping away from the show, he said, addressing allegations that he was the catalyst for the problem on the Honest Bunch show. Nedu explained that his role was to play the devil's advocate. My role on the podcast is to make guests feel comfortable while encouraging thought-provoking discussion. My job was to ask questions that would spark controversies and debates, which I successfully accomplished. The news agency of ATN the controversy began when D1, a reality star and comedian, alleged on a podcast on social media. He critiqued very dark man and the ultimate relationship and his ultimate relationship with men. So this issue has been going on and on and on and on. VDM responded by accusing Nedu of orchestrating the allegation and leaking private conversations between them. But MC Wafilo, I know you've been following the Honest Bunch podcast and also the controversies that has been tailing this particular. What have you to say about this particular story generally?
The point is, I think it's if there is a division in the house now. And when it comes to social media job, you see that it's more of the trending. You want to do things to trend. I suspected them to be maybe a kind of planned job. If yeah, the D1, the Nedu and whatsoever. But I think here the Nedu serve as a pre here. He serve as a pre because it's really the pressure is high on him. He couldn't know what to do. Like now, everybody they are attacking him. In fact, the more you look, the less you see. Because actually, if what happens now, he wasn't expecting it. But it has happened. So the necessity is that it's best for him to take responsibility as he did. Yes, because for the public to hear that Nedu have been the one sleeping with people, is very much abnormal to the ear of the public. No one will be happy to hear that, especially those who came on that podcast for such interview. They won't be happy. Imagine when they call your name that, okay, I slept with so this is because of so these things. So maybe I think they have been using that to trend. The same time they have been looking for, or let me put it, content. Yeah, that's how as a content, whereby they have been having that kind of trend. But the result is out.
Do you think quitting the Honest Bunch podcast was a wise decision for him?
I think yes, yes. He was very much intelligent to do that because he have no choice than to do what I don't know how to
No, no,
put
no.
it.
But when you say you had a choice to actually stay, I was disappointed that he left the Honest Bunch podcast at this particular time, because this is that time where you are tested. You are tested. Yes, all these things are all allegations and counter allegations on, and especially in this conversation, nobody has. It is not yet a fact. It's not yet factual. Yeah, that he did this, that he slept with so amount of people, that he. Do you get? It's not yet factual. It's just a mere hearsay. This person alleging. This person saying that okay, he knows. There's no fact. There are no evidence to this thing. Just mere things that we see online. But I think he could have utilized this particular story. This is actually the storm into that show. Yes, everybody I like the Honest Bunch podcast. Trust me, any young person you see that wants to start a podcast business has the Honest Bunch must always mention I like what the Honest Bunch podcast are doing, and I actually liked what he was doing. They do in particular because he knows how to ask questions that brings the answer, those controversial answers that he wants to get from a conversation, and that is his job.
The point of view is that all that have been happening was a kind of a conscious plan by D1. Okay, D1, according to the article or what I read some days ago, he said it was a conscious plan by him that Nedu wasn't aware of such. He planned what happens today. You know, he is behind the camera, causing division between Very Dark Man and the Nedu and all that. I think Very Dark Man have been a friend to Nedu, according to their story, they've been a friend. But at the same time, D1 coming to say...
You're saying in essence that this is a plot by D1.
Yes. But at the same time, the Nedu himself supposed to reject that reaction that came up during that podcast, but he couldn't. Instead, he gingered D1. You know, oh boy, you speak the truth. What you have in mind, why can't you say it? If you know it's this, because it's a kind of trendy issues. So he want to hear from him. Okay, you said the Very Dark Man is your friend, so why going further to say, okay, you want D1 to say some things, and you know, it was kind of, you know, bringing the talk that he want to expose, he can expose what Very Dark Man have been doing behind the camera. So for Nedu to be saying, go ahead, if you have something you can say, it will kind of trigger the D1 to say what he never wanted to say. And if you observe, some of those things may be cooked stories, knowing that he's trying to, you know, find out facts, a way to expose Very Dark Man according to him. But up to now, as we are saying, we haven't seen any reasonable fact or reasonable claim from the D1 that look at the Very Dark Man we're talking about, look at his picture, look at this. We have not seen that. But it's just a kind of claim. But it's very much obvious because what Very Dark Man said about Nedu seems true. Seem to be true, because when other people try to, you know, the monitor the names came up and all that, when those people have to, you know, they came to trace and like, have I been in any relationship with Nedu? But because of the platform, people must find a way to connect them together, that Nedu have, okay, you're being with Nedu, so time this is, so that's just the point of view.
So you think all the claims they made, that Nedu was having having intimacy with most of his female
it's
you think that was true too?
Sometimes it happens in entertainment. Those who professionals will tell you, yes, because when you're higher than the other person may need your help, you know, in order for her or him to move up too. So sometimes they call for help. So situations whereby they tell you, if you can't pay with cash, you can pay in kind. So when such came in, you have to make your choice and take responsibility. That was what would really happen. So when people consider that, it can be fact, and it can be reality.
That it can be fact. I think this is just a mere claim, because we are yet to get anybody come out to say they did this with me to confirm that this was actually true. And yeah, it's not a proven fact yet, so I won't say it's a fact for a fact actually, ladies and gentlemen. So let's just hope that if this gets to the hands of the law, we see the end of this particular case, because there is actually a lot to this particular one, and really I really don't want to go there right now. But for the young ones that are watching these things, MC Wafino, what's your advice to them?
The advice to the upcoming stars, or put it, the younger generation, is just that we should be very more conscious. Yeah, be very conscious with what to tell people out there, because what to say have something to tell about you. So always be very conscious, mind the way you speak, and also mind the set of friends you keep around you.